I'm loving for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Green Bay Packers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Tonight, 180. Pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Gone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Goff's throw here finds Woods, and he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On 1st down, it's gone. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down.
180.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Watch the run.
On first down, it's Gurley. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready? Right. Mike 54.
Hey, watch the slant.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
You can't block me. Say it.
Now Taylor to throw. And that is incomplete here. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Check Mike. Mike 54.
On 3rd down, Taylor looking deep for Adams. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 42 yards.
Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jones. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, Taylor's throw incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
Hardball. Hey, Haywood. Switch. 80 weapon. Slam. No. Me.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light vest.
Check.
From just shy of midfield, Goff. He gets it to Gurley, complete. Touchdown, LA! Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Packers take over.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Here's Taylor. Going to throw again. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Samson Abukum charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. 3rd and long, it's Taylor. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
54 Mike.
Now it's Taylor. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
After the interception, here's Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
2 for 1. 76. We're good.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Lunch 59. I got one. I got one. I got one.
Here's gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Hey, watch this. Watch this.
On first down, gone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way.
Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now the 2nd down throw on target. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Taylor now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. 2nd and 10, it's Taylor again. It's caught here by Adams. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Kenny Galladay, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and it's now 13-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Goff now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
From the 44, Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Third down.
What? 20.
6-man. Check.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First down, Rams.
Staying open.
Gurley again here on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check like 21.
65.
11. 11. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Check like 21. Watch the run. Hey, check like 21. Like 21. Check like 21.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. That sack came from the corner. On the corner blitz, it was Josh Jackson. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Smooth.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And some room to roam now.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Now a first down carry by Jones. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Lucky. Echo.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Taylor. That is caught inside the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. Taylor. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. As the first half is winding down, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground again here. They'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Mike 50, Mike 50. I got him. Hey, Alpha. He's 12.
The final shot before break here. Goff eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter.
We play to win. Let's go.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here's the party now. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
On 2nd and 12, Taylor, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Goff escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sideline.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 87 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
At the 28-yard line.
Check the call, check the call.
14.
On 2nd and 7, Goff flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deeper. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one.
Let's get in there.
Go, 12, go. 4 down. Hey, wahoo!
To throw is gone. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Dante Fowler. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the 50, it's gone. He gets it to Cooks. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
76, tell him. 76. 76. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
That's track. 59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59.
Goff on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Rashawn Gary in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Banjo.
Hey, lift. Bravo.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. McKenzie now to return it. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Taylor. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
I'm coming, baby. What? 84's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch. Hot seven. Watch the pass.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Samson Abukum able to record his 5th sack of the season. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Take it at the 37. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They run. It's Gurley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Gurley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
17.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. What'd you say, 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the...
Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Here's Gurley. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Watch twins.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff is going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he comes back with one complete. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Goff now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Shell. 6-6. Pull it high.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Check. Fresno.
From the pistol, it's Gurley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Goff throwing complete to Kupp. 16 yards, a first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
On 1st and 10, Goff letting one go deep for the... And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
We own them.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 93 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Pick it up. Check. Maverick roll. Maverick. Ric Flair.
Now it's gone. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Watch the screen.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
180.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Motion, motion, I got one. Listen.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Let's go one more.
Another carry now for Gurley. The 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, 50 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 6 there on first. Throwing again on second down. Taylor, you got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that up. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 53 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Alert 3.
Another try after the first down sack. Taylor. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And the Rams have got it. And that should just about seal this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's second down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the Packers' 41-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.